Hey boys and girls, so in this video we're going to do some writing and we're going to write about how to catch a leprechaun. So you need to go ahead and you need to get a piece of paper so we can go ahead and get some writing done. Now, um, earlier in the story we read how to catch a leprechaun and I said that you're going to get the chance to make your own trap and you're going to get a chance to write your own story about how to catch a leprechaun. So remember, if you take a picture of your story and you take a picture of your trap of how you caught your leprechaun or how you would catch your leprechaun, then you'll get bonus points. So let's go ahead and get started. So, boys and girls, this new writing we're going to do is writing a story. So we've wrote an opinion, which means like we wrote about whether we like something or did not like something. We wrote information when we wrote about our animals. We looked up information or we just wrote about information to tell people something. Well, now we're going to do W3, which is writing a story, narrating a story. So when you narrate a story, you need to have a beginning, middle, and end. And one trick to help you do that is by doing this, is by writing first, next, then, and last. Writing those things. So when you write these things, it basically helps organize your story. It helps you organize your thoughts. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences, which is not a lot because when you get older, boys and girls, you're going to have to write a big, huge writing paper, like a full paper. And so this is going to help you organize your thoughts. So, how to catch a leprechaun. Now, you can do this on your own. Your parents can help you spell the words, but some words you need to try to spell phonetically. So, for example, parents, what I'm saying about that is if the students, for example, said, I would set a trap, and I would leave out um, cheese, and the student spelled cheese as cheese. Now we know that's not how you spell cheese, but the students phonetically sounded that word out, and that's what they meant by that. So when you're helping them their writing, spelling is not important unless it's a sight word that they should already know. So on your paper, you need to write your title, How to Catch a Leprechaun. And we're going to use this method first, next, then last. Mr. Stephen is going to tell you how he would catch a leprechaun. Now, you don't necessarily need to copy Mr. Stephen. Come up with your own stuff. So Mr. Stephen's going to do this. He's going to say, first, I. Now, we've talked about this too. If we use the pronoun I is talking about somebody. So even though it's not the first letter of the sentence, it's still somebody's name. It's your name. And you are important, boys and girls. So you need to capitalize the I. But that is the only I that you need to capitalize in your sentences is if you're talking about yourself. So first, I would set up a box. Now, if you watch the punctuation video, we know what we're supposed to put at the end of this sentence. So if I'm telling you something, what would I put at the end of this sentence? That's right, we would put a period. So first, I would set up a box. Next, I would put lucky, and that shouldn't be a capital L, I'm sorry. I would put lucky charms under it. At the end of this sentence, I also need a period. So so far I have, first I would set up a box. Next, I would put Lucky Charms under it. Then I would tie a rope to the box, comma, and wait. And then we have our last sentence. So I have, first I would set up a box. Next, I would put Lucky Charms under it. Then I would tie a rope to the box and wait. And then last, I would, sorry guys, I would pull the rope when the leprechaun stole my lucky charms. The end. So Mr. Stephen just read a complete story. He said how to catch a leprechaun. I said first I would set up a box. Next, I would put Lucky Charms under it. Then I would tie a rope to the box and wait. Last, I would pull the rope when the leprechaun stole my Lucky Charms. The end. Now you might have a different idea. You might say, I will put a trap near my dog and my dog would eat the leprechaun up. Or I might do like the book and build a robot to catch the leprechaun. Or I might trick the leprechaun. I might dress up like a leprechaun and then fool the leprechaun into thinking that I was him. So there's lots of different things you can write about. You don't have to write what Mr. Stephen wrote. But if you do want to write kind of what Mr. Stephen wrote, then what you can do is this. Right now, you can see the first three sentences. You can see the first three sentences. So what you can do is right now is pause the video and write these three sentences. And then after you pause it, hit play, and you can write down the last sentence, okay? So go ahead and hit pause if you want to copy mine and write down these three sentences. But I think it would be really cool if you created your own. All right. So if you unpaused the video, we're now going to look at the very last sentence. It says, I would pull the rope when the leprechaun stole my Lucky Charms. So you can go ahead and pause your video again to write this sentence. If you unpause the video, at the very end of my story, I ended it and I wrote the end. So I hope you guys wrote some cool stories. I'd love to see them and I'd love to hear them. So you have your parents post your story online. Share it with me. Share it with Miss Nikki. She would love to hear your stories as well. And also take pictures of your leprechaun traps if you've created a leprechaun trap for bonus points. All right. Thanks, guys.